hope that February is a better month. Hey besties, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am so glad you're here. If you are new here, my name is Vickie and I make lifestyle content. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. So in today's video, we're going to do a January review and then kind of like a February reset. So I'm so sorry this video is late. I'm filming this on February 12th. Life has been crazy. Planning for my baby's birthday party, but that was yesterday, so we're getting to it. It's okay. Next month it will be on time. So we're filming in my bedroom today. A little bit of different scenery than what you guys are used to. My husband is putting the kids to bed. We just finished watching the Super Bowl. So yeah. So like I said, this video is going to be a review of January and then February reset, what I've been trying to focus on so far in this month, kind of where we went wrong, where we went right in January, and what we're going to correct in February. So if you didn't watch my video about my 2023 goals and making my vision board, I will go ahead and link that video down below. You might want to watch that first and then everything will make a little bit more sense. So what I'm going to do is just go through my goals one by one that I have in my Word document from when I made my vision board, and we'll just go through category by category and kind of catch you guys up on how I'm doing with that, if we had to tweak things or what have you. So the first category for my 2023 goals was health and wellness. So those goals are to lose 30 pounds, work out 3 to 4 times per week, and hit 7,000 steps per day. So I think I've lost roughly 2 pounds, or I lost 2 pounds in January. I was 186 when I started, and then my weigh-in for the first week of February was 184. So I've lost roughly 2 pounds. That could definitely be improved. And then work out 3 to 4 times per week. I'm pulling up my Orange Theory app. You can't see that, but I'm pulling up my Orange Theory app. Okay, so in the month of January, I worked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that definitely we have to improve in February. And if I'm just being honest, spoiler alert, we're not doing so hot so far. I've worked out 2 times in February, but we'll save that for the February review, March reset. And then let me go to my health app and check on my steps. Okay, so in the month of January, I averaged 7,994 steps per day. So that is good. We're on track with that goal. And that is it for the health and wellness category. Okay, so the next category is our home category. So our goals for our home are to get our backyard done and to get our playroom done. So the playroom is done. The playroom was already like almost done. There are a couple little things I want to get for it. Like there's this rug that I found that I want to get. And then what else was it? Oh, an ottoman. We want to get like a storage ottoman. And that's going to be about $400. So we're kind of trying to focus on our financial goals first, before we go spend more money on furniture, and those are really just for cutesy, so you know it's not necessary to live, of course. So we're focusing on our financial goals first, and then we will button up the rest of the playroom when you know our finances allow, or when you know it's a good time to do that. And then as far as our backyard, so our backyard and our financial goals are kind of now morphed into one. So for the financial category, that was to save $20,000 and pay off our debt. So with that being said, getting our backyard done is probably going to cost somewhere in the ballpark of $20,000. And with the money we make right now, $40,000 extra dollars is just not in the cards. I mean, I wish it was, unless something crazy happens, right? So kind of what we decided is to not make the getting the backyard done our main goal. Saving the $20,000 is going to be the main focus, And then when we're able to, if we want to spend, you know, X amount of dollars and get pavers done or get concrete poured, or we'll just kind of do it little by little. So just kind of consider the backyard and the saving $20,000 to kind of have been meshed into one goal, because that's essentially, you know, what it'll end up being. But as far as our debt goes, we did pay $1,050 towards our debt in January, which is great. So that's good. We just got to keep on that same track and we will be in good shape. The next category is marriage, and those goals were to focus on communication and being intentional with our alone time. So we didn't really have any alone time this month. There was one Saturday or one Friday night that the kids went to stay with my in-laws, but that was because my husband and I were both working an overtime shift on Saturday. So I mean, we kind of just went to bed and, you know, went to work in the morning. But we have been communicating. No tiffs, you know, everything's good over here. We haven't been fighting. So, I mean, that's kind of, you know, best you can ask for, right? So those goals are going well. And then with the kids, those goals were to work on fostering independence and maintaining boundaries with them. So I can proudly say I have kept up with this goal. I have not made Sophia's lunch, with the exception of one day we were running late. So it was either like make the lunch or have the kids be late to school. So obviously I helped make Sophia's lunch. And then as far as boundaries with Jackson, you know, we're doing our best. We do our best to positive or gentle parent, if you had to put a label on it. I mean, we just try to treat our kids with the same respect that we would want to be treated. It's not always easy, but you know, we're doing our best. So that's going well. I think we're doing a pretty okay job with it. I mean, we're not perfect, but we do our best. So all in all, I'd say January was a pretty good month, with the exception of my health and wellness goals. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the February reset, and I will let you guys know what I have changed or what we're doing different in the month of February to meet our goals. So like I said, I have only gone to the gym 2 times in February, but what I am doing differently, I am working very closely with my nutrition coach, Kenzie. I have been doing my best to reach out to her when I am struggling. So right now we're just focusing on me hitting my protein every day and moving my body just for mental health purposes, not for weight loss purposes. I know it's going to be a slower process that way, but that's just what Kenzie and I collaboratively kind of decided that would be best. We're just going to do habit stacking and focus on one thing at a time. So right now protein is what we are focusing on. I have met my protein goal every day except yesterday and Friday. I did not plan well while I was preparing for Jackson's birthday party, and that is my own fault. I should have prepared for it, but you know, things happen and we move on. So I have been making sure that I'm keeping that open line of communication there with Kenzie and reaching out when I am having trouble. So focusing on protein is going to be the main thing, and losing 30 pounds is my goal for the year. So even if I lost 1 pound a week, that would be 52 pounds by the end of the year. So I think I have plenty of time. It is, you know, a very, very achievable goal to lose 30 pounds in a year. So focusing on protein and just doing one thing at a time and doing that habit stacking, I think is going to be the way that, you know, I'll be most successful in the end and really help this to become a permanent lifestyle change and not just, you know, another yo-yo dieting. Okay, sorry guys, change of scenery. My husband came back from putting the kids to bed. But I'm finishing up my meal prep for the week, so it's pretty fitting. So yeah, like I was saying, we're just focusing on protein, which I think is good. And you know, even just focusing on that, I've still messed up. But normally I would just like kind of ghost Kenzie, to be honest. Like I just wouldn't submit any of my assessments or anything like that, but I've just been continuing to submit my assessments and reach out when I'm having trouble, and she is a literal angel and she's always there. And yeah, so that's the plan for that. I am not gonna lie, it's been a little bit of a struggle with my mental health, and I think that's why I haven't been getting to the gym as much as I would really like to. In January, I was watching a lot of true crime, and I kind of have started to be more mindful about the media that I'm consuming. I work from home, so I'm here by myself for, you know, 6 of the 8 hours that I'm working. So I've been trying to just focus on keeping, you know, the vibes up when I'm able to. I do take medication for my mental health, so keeping up with that. And then just trying to, like I said, make sure that I'm consuming things that are good for my mental health. Like, I love true crime, but listening to terrible stories about people being murdered and terrible things happening for, you know, 6 hours a day while you're sitting at home by yourself isn't really a recipe for, like, you know, a good state of mind. So really been trying to limit how much true crime I'm listening to. And then also at the end of January, I started journaling, which has been helpful. I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I would like to. So I really got to get back on the, you know, wagon with that. I think I journaled 4 times in January. I got it right at the end of January. So I journaled, I think, like every day for the first like 3 days that I had it. So journaling has been helping, and then listening to podcasts and books. Reading was one of my, I wouldn't really necessarily call it a goal, but I mean, it was just something that I kind of wanted to get into while I'm not in school. I haven't read like a physical book, but I have been listening to audiobooks while I'm working. Like I said before, I love a good self-help book. So I was listening to You Deserve This Shit, and then the 5-second rule. I think You Deserve This Shit is by Jordan Tarver. If you look it up on Audible, it's like the first one that pops up. And then the 5-second rule is by Mel Robbins. I found her from the Jay Shetty podcast, which is good. And they have episodes on YouTube if you're like a visual person. I really like having something to like glance down and look at other humans, so it makes me feel like I'm not so alone, I guess. I do get bored being here by myself all day. It's kind of not the vibe for me anymore. So as far as the February reset, in short, I have been trying to watch less true crime, just focus on my protein, focus on one thing at a time. I think that will continue for the duration of February. So like I said, today is February 12th. I went to the gym 2 times in the last 12 days. Not great, not proud of that. But we still have a little more than half of the month to correct that. So next week, I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times. I'm going to pre-book my classes so that I make sure I go, because they do charge you a $12 fee if you cancel within 8 hours. So yeah, if I pre-book, then maybe I won't cancel. What else? Been working overtime to try to help with those financial goals. So that's been nice. Going back to the hospital and seeing all my friends there. Last change of scenery for this video. So all in all, in February, as far as my health and wellness, I am focusing on continuing to hit my step goals. So as of right now, my steps are at about 9,200 steps per day for this month. So that's good. So that's on track. This week, I am going to pre-book all of my workout classes. I'm gonna go 3 times. I'm gonna make sure I go 3 times this week. Okay, you know what, you guys, hold on, pump the brakes. I'm gonna pre-book my classes right now. Right now, that's what we're gonna do, okay? Okay, here we go. So, let's do Monday. at 6:30. Okay, can you see that? Okay, here we go. 1. Okay, let's do Wednesday because we don't have Girl Scouts. Okay. Booked. I hope you guys can see this. I want to feel so stupid if you can't. Okay. And then, oh, let's go nuts. Let's do Thursday. And then that way if I get to go on the weekends, then that's 4 and I've exceeded my goal. Look at me go. Oh, Frank is teaching Thursdays again. Yay. He's like my favorite teacher. I get to have class with Coach Frank twice. Heck yeah. Okay, last one. Okay, so there we go. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got this. We've got this. You and me. I hope that wasn't cringe. I'm so sorry if it was, but I'm just feeling it, so. And then just continue to focus on protein and stop myself from having that urge to kind of go all in, because right now we're not focusing on calories or any other macronutrient. We are focusing on me hitting 150 grams of protein per day and just trying to build that habit, and then just continue that habit stacking and kind of move along, you know, as things just progress from focusing on, you know, one thing at a time. So that's what I'm doing to focus on my health and wellness. My mental health, I'm still going to continue listening to my self-help books, podcasts, things like that, or music. Oh my gosh, I've been listening to so much good music this month. I'm really not a big music listener while I'm working, but we watched Tarzan one weekend, and then that week during work I listened to like the Tarzan soundtrack, I listened to the Hercules soundtrack, and then it just kind of like sends you off on this whole like black hole of music that you listen to. But yeah, so I've just really been trying to focus on I'm going to continue this month to focus on what media I'm consuming, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, and just trying to make sure that I am consuming things that are good for me and for my mental health, and not just things that interest me. I mean, not everything we like is good for us, right? So yeah, all that being said, I hope that February is a better month for my health and wellness. Everything else has been going great, really. It's just that one thing that I have a hard time with, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. It is very hard to build new habits when you've been eating chicken nuggets and fries for the last 29 years. So yeah, I have been eating vegetables. I've been doing great with the vegetable thing, you guys. You have no idea. Literally, I've been eating vegetables almost every day, except this weekend, because this weekend was Jackson's birthday, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so this video has been rambly enough, but thank you guys so much for catching up with me and watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below if you have not already, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye!